Hopefully yours is on mute. Let me know.
Waiting for Hop Crochet. But I see you. I see you on StreamYard.
Okay. Just watch me on StreamYard. Sorry, guys. Happy Easter, everybody. How's it going? Hubby is here. Hello, Mr. Hook.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Did you have a good nap?
Yeah, I'm still groggy.
Yeah.
My Easter, my Sunday nap, and my Easter nap.
For your Easter Sunday nap.
Mm-hmm. Easter Sunday nap.
Because for those of you who don't know, my husband is a bird watcher, so he gets up really early before the sun to listen to the birds who are just waking up and listen to the owl who is just about to go to sleep.
I was up at 4:30. No, I was up at 3:30, but I'm always up at 3:30, so my body's used to it.
Yeah. So, what happens when you go to work? I mean, you can't really take an afternoon nap at work.
Oh, I just sleepy at home. I mean, on the way home. Can't.
That's why you call me on the way home.
So I don't fall
so
asleep.
I can keep you up.
Yeah.
Bluetooth. On Bluetooth. I'm working with Kaleidoscope yarn. I mean, that's the name. It's not Kaleidoscope yarn because that's actually a brand of yarn, I think. This is Hobby Lobby's. I love this yarn. But the color name is Kaleidoscope. You think. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. What are you getting there? What are you reaching for?
I just closed that.
It was open?
Yeah, it was open.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome to my kitchen, everybody.
So I have a different background today, just changing things up.
Yeah.
I have our kitchen as our background.
Well, I put you in the kitchen so I can sit on my kitchen chair. My kitchen chair is more comfortable than the chair that I sit when I have you over there in the Yarniverse.
Actually, there's better lighting too, because you got natural light coming through here instead of fake light.
Yeah.
I like it better.
It's in a couple hours it'll be even more. It'll be more of an awesome lighting because the sun sets. Mm-hmm. It sets over there and it gets really bright.
Yeah.
All right, we've got my dad is here.
And Happy Easter, Joe.
Anvita Sinha. Is that how you say your name? Hello? Yeah, I know this yarn is so pretty. I'm making this another little puppy blanket for the puppy because the puppy is going to come home this weekend. So that's exciting news. I feel like I'm about to, like I did when I was about to have my babies. Like I'm trying to get my, you know how you get your, remember, babe? We used to get, what do you call it? That bag? Pack the bag? The diaper bag? The
I don't know.
What do you call that? Hospital bag? The hospital bag? Yeah. Do they still do that?
I don't know. I think they do.
Did they kick you out right away when you have a baby nowadays? Mm-hmm. Right? They just tell you go home. Like a drive-through.
You just go in the hospital, pop them out, pop the baby out, and
they kick you out.
And then yeah. Yeah. 24 hours, it seems like now.
24 from you better have that baby quick. What if you're in labor for 23 hours? You have to go home after an hour? After you I don't know. It seems like they just want to kick you out.
Yeah. Well, there's more babies on the way. So what is that? What pattern are you making?
This is just slip stitch and half double crochet, alternating slip, half double, slip, half double. Some would call it the crunch stitch. One of my favorite stitches. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's more, it's more, it's less holy. Not Holy, holy, but holy. It has less holes. Holey. So it's more like knit, like Tunisian. It's more closed up. And that's why I like it.
Yeah.
So
And what are you using? What yarn are you using?
I'm using Hobby Lobby's. I love this yarn. The color name is Kaleidoscope. Just a 4 yarn, medium 4 worsted weight. That's what you call it, worsted weight.
Really? Well. And Vita is
It's
watching
in
us from
India.
India.
I see that. Look at that.
Thank you from the other side of the world. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for what time is it there?
So anyway, yeah.
I wonder what time is it in India. Where are they?
Oh,
Are they
we can
almost-
always ask. We can always ask Google.
Ask Google or ask Siri.
Yeah.
But does India have many time zones? Like here in the United States, in the United States, we have a few time zones. We
Well,
have
Thanks for crocheting along with Sandy here. Hopefully that's what we're here, just crocheting along.
Crochet N Chat.
Crochet and chat.
Nothing special, just
Nothing special. Yesterday we were at the local yarn shop, and seems like it was just a hangout for the people. A lot of people. There was like 3 or 4 people in that room, in that crochet room, and that's what they're doing. They're just crocheting and chatting. Here we're just crocheting and chatting virtually.
That local yarn shop, she's got her yarn shop open. Not a lot of yarn shops have their shops open anymore for that.
Mm-hmm.
They chose to, do everything virtual, which is fine. Ooh, it's 1:30 a.m. where she is, and just one time zone for
Monday.
all of India.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it easy.
Makes it easy, makes it simple.
How many do we have?
Even though
5 technically.
I think India though it's not wide like China's wide.
It's
United
long.
States is wide. Yeah, I think it's long.
It's long.
So yeah. So like China or Russia, I think Russia only has one time zone. One of them big countries, either China or Russia, and that's kind of hard. Like us, we had the same time zone as Joe, your mom, your parents, but they're on the far end of Central Time Zone. So in other words, it's kind of difficult because our sunset, we have kind of, I guess you could say, we have an early sunset and they have a late sunset.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they in West Texas? No.
Central.
Central.
Yeah. But just imagine though, I think China is has one time zone. That's a big country to have one time zone.
I think because they want to have it that way.
Well, it's simple, but at the same time, for the people who are, it's on both ends of the country, it's extreme. The east.
So you're saying technically they should have more than one time zone.
Right, they should have more than one time zone. Like we have 4 time zones. All right, 5 times.
5, man.
But look at that. I mean, could you believe that? All right. So in other words, the people in New York, their sunset, your sunrise, let's say, is like 4 in the morning. But for the same people in California, their sunrise will be at 7 or 8. So they have to get up late. And New York have to get up early.
You were saying if we had one
Right.
time zone.
Yeah.
If, yeah.
So that store has a crochet along. It's open for crocheting along.
Back to the time. I don't like waking up and it's still dark outside. And I'm not sure how I feel about me waking up and the sun has been out for an hour already. I think it would be perfect if the sun came up at 6 o'clock in the morning. every day. Or I take that back, maybe 6:30. Right now it comes up at around 6:40. No, 6:30 right now. But it comes up 1 minute earlier every day
Yeah.
until the summer starts. Then it goes backwards. But by then, the sun I think comes out at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's bright.
Well,
Right, at 5 o'clock
in the middle of summer, I guess the earliest is like 5:15 for us. So when the sunrise is like 5:15 or something.
I think it's earlier than that.
Yeah, I like it. I like early
Yeah, because
sunrises.
you're up and at 'em
Yeah,
anyway.
and I hate late sunrises. So,
Yeah, I don't like turning on the lights in the morning. It's
Yeah.
depressing for me.
Yeah. So Anvita said she wishes she has pretty yarn. They don't have pretty yarn like we do here in India.
Really, because a lot of yarn is made in India, isn't it? Like this. Well, this one is made. Well, this one was made in Turkey. So not quite India, but Turkey and India are kind of close to each other, geographically, kind of close. No, they're far away. But yeah, I like. This is one of my favorite colors of yarn, and I think with the dyes that was used for this, it makes it not too soft and not too scratchy either. It's just like perfect. But I do believe I have some yarn that was made in India that I got from like a regular store, not a specialty store or anything. But yes, I was at a local yarn shop, uh, also known as LYS, local yarn shop. So that's a yarn shop that's not Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's or Walmart. It's a small business and like a mom and pop store, and they have their own yarn. Like they order from big yarn companies, and they usually don't have like Red Heart Super Saver or Karen cakes. They might, but usually they don't. Hey, Zach is here.
So I don't know. Did
Oh.
Granny D finish her live yet?
Granny D is finished. Yes, she finishes at 3 o'clock our time. It's 4 o'clock for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she is finished. Anvita is a knitter, and she admires crocheters. I think we're kind of opposite. I admire knitters because I don't know how to knit.
In other words, the grass is always greener.
The grass is always greener on the other side.
Yeah. Well, all I see are made in China and made in the USA and Turkey. So I don't see any yarn made in India.
Oh, is that what you're doing? You're checking my stash?
Yes.
I remember. No, I think it's.
I'm putting them in the wrong spot.
Oh my goodness! Get out of my yarniverse over there. You're putting my yarn in different spots. Don't don't be misbehaving over there in my yarniverse. I don't want to have to yell at you in front of all these people.
So let them know about Brian that he got your.
What?
Let Brian that he took your blanket.
Yes. Okay. So my son came to me the other day and he said, there's something wrong with my weighted blanket. And this weighted blanket was actually for me, and he kind of stole it. And I thought, well, maybe it needs to be shifted, the weight part. You have to unzip, the outer shell and redistribute the weight. Okay, so Granny D ended late. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he mentioned that he needs a heavy blanket, and I can't remember how we got on the subject, but the blanket that I made for my couch, it's a corner to corner blanket, and I made it using all of my Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn solid colors, because I bought those colors to make a temperature blanket, and I realized it's hard to make a temperature blanket with Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn. For me, I rather use Red Heart Super Saver. So what am I going to do about this Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn? So I made a corner to corner blanket using all of those colors. I believe in a couple of videos I put it as the thumbnail, and so I offered that blanket to him, and he liked it. He said it was just heavy enough, and that's why I couldn't keep it on my couch. It was just too heavy, extremely heavy. Yeah, Anvita, he better help me, because this channel was his idea. So Anvita admires that how you're helping me from behind.
Well,
he has to, because
I have to. I
Yeah.
get to.
you get to.
Yeah. Yeah. So Avita said a lot of, even though a lot of yarn is made in India, and really with many products, it never makes it. It's made for export, so it never makes it to the local consumers over there. A lot of times they do the same thing in the Philippines. They make things that's made for export.
Oh, really?
And then for the same things and the quality, they make the quality is a little better. And then
Really?
and then the stuff that they make for local, I guess for local consumption, the quality is slightly lower. So yeah, well, it's Sunday, and we really have nothing else better to do. I mean, I guess I could be watching birds right now and counting birds right now. So, but I'm okay. Usually doesn't take that long anyway. So, but yeah, Granny V said she ended pretty late today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Zach said. So
I think she had a kind of like a intermission, but she was still live, because she had people on her StreamYard.
mm-hmm.
She kind of like stepped out because her brother brought her lunch.
Well, that's the thing. It is a holiday. It is a major holiday here in the States. Of course, Easter. A lot of people are with family. This is like a lot. There's a lot. This is like I guess the coming out get together. There's a lot of the people have been like families haven't been getting together. A lot of people are vaccinated now, and there are a lot more people are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I spoke to some people I know. They're like, this is like the first time they're going to get together since COVID.
Yeah.
So people are like either tired of it, like screw it, we're just going to get together no matter what. And maybe some people are already vaccinated, or some people are thinking, if we haven't gotten it, so be it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people I know, they're all getting together. So probably you have some people right now who normally would be watching you, or who are with their families.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
They can. I knew that coming in.
Right.
But some of them will be nice and watch the replay.
Yeah.
They don't have to, but some of them will.
But this is the first time I know there's a lot of people that this is the first time they're getting together as a family. In fact, our local grocery store was pretty packed yesterday. Because people.
Yeah. Dina, hi.
Because people.
Maribel, hello.
Yes.
Sorry. I had to say hi to the people. We're now having a squirrel raid.
Right. So we got some more people coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people were shopping out shopping for their ham and whatever. Well, we didn't really do much because we don't have a lot of family here. It's just me and Mr. Hook and my son that lives at home. My other son is at school. Hey, Dana. Hey, Jen. Hi, Sanita. Dina wants to know how you're doing, Mr. Hook. And me, too. We're doing good.
No, we're good. We're just doing good. Had my nice Sunday afternoon nap, so or my Easter nap. Had a big lunch. Actually, we didn't make anything.
Yeah,
just
I
went
should
out.
have. I should have, though, made something.
Yeah, we just went out to Boston Market, and they were out of everything.
They were out of ham.
They were out of ham. They were out of what else did I
They
have?
were out of chicken.
They were.
They had this big sign that says
Oh yeah, that chicken.
crunchy,
Right, they were out.
crispy country.
Right, it
chicken.
looked good. And the only thing they had is turkey.
Turkey.
So I had turkey.
For
A
Easter.
turkey dinner for Easter. That's
But
why
it was warmed up, wasn't it? It was left over.
But still, though, it still had the turkey effect. The effect
Put you to sleep.
Put you to sleep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it seemed like the turkey was from yesterday.
I had the meatloaf
Reheated.
without any. What do you call it? Is that sauce? Gravy? It was dry meatloaf. Anyway, so to make a long story short, we took another chance going out to eat, and it was a bust.
Yeah.
I'll just cook here, which I mean, that's why my kitchen's so clean, because I didn't cook today.
Yeah. So all right. So everybody's coming in. We've got some squirrel lady. Looks like Granny D is here.
Hi, Granny D.
She said she was late. She's sorry. Dina's here.
Dina.
She said Dina, she loves Boston Market.
I know.
We love it, but we were like, we're gonna have to like make a note to self, don't come back.
Yeah.
Either that or they were just. It's not like they were busy. Maybe they were busy earlier.
Maybe they were busy, but it was a drive-through only.
Yeah, but it was disappointing.
But the lady kept saying, "Okay, what kind of sides?" And you were like, the garlic mashed potatoes. She goes, "Okay, you said garlic dill potatoes."
She kept repeating the wrong thing.
She repeated mashed potatoes. No, garlic dill potatoes. Okay, what else? Mac and cheese. Mashed potatoes? No, macaroni and cheese. She kept wanting to push the mashed potatoes. And then when you did order your mashed potatoes, she goes, "Okay, mac and cheese." And then you're like, whatever, okay.
Yeah. Joe had Olive Garden to go. We probably would have been better off either cooking, but we can't really cook. I mean, it's just us two, really. It was just Sandy and I.
So what am I? I'm not going to get ham.
Just
I
for
don't
me.
eat ham.
She doesn't.
So
Right.
we had to get the ham, at a restaurant. But this restaurant had no ham.
So we got some people coming in here. Jen is here. Hi, Jen.
Yeah, I said hello to Jen earlier. Thanks. She's saying hello to Granny D. Zach just woke up from a nap too.
Welcome to our crochet along.
We're just crocheting and somebody mentioned that they were working on what is she working on? Who said that they were working on? Dina's working on puppets and scrunchies. And I just got a notification that something shipped from Amazon. I've been ordering like crazy things for my new puppy. My dad mentioned a few minutes ago that I should talk about my new puppy. I don't want to talk too much about my new puppy because this is not a puppy channel. Now, if you're interested in hearing about my puppy, go over to TikTok, because Chester has his own TikTok now. His TikTok handle is Chesty Chesterson1. Go over and check him out, and you'll learn all about who he is and more to come, more info to come. But
Triple C is here.
Yeah, she been here. Where you been, honey?
I'm still waking up.
You're still waking up?
I'm still waking up from my nap. So I'm sure Zach's same thing.
Yeah, Zach is still waking up.
Yeah. But you know what you can talk about is you can talk about your visit at the local yarn shop in your coming video.
Yeah, so we shot this video yesterday. The local yarn shop. So, and then we leave, we get in the car, we start driving along.
So wait, I shot the video. So I when we went in the local yarn shop in LaGrange, all right, and I asked for permission. Can we shoot a video? Can we shoot a video for her YouTube channel? She said that's fine. She was very friendly owner, very friendly,
nice lady,
very nice lady. So I shot a bunch of footage, I guess you could say, a bunch of videos, a bunch of clips. Just shooting away, having a good old time, talking to the owner.
And I couldn't use the sound because she had the music pretty loud in
a radio,
like a radio
broadcast.
Show. It was a radio show, which was not going to be copyright issue, but it was kind of loud in some places.
Yeah.
So I was going to put music over. That's my plan. I'm going to do that.
So I'm just shooting away. Oh, so I was so happy. I had some nice videos.
He did.
And then when we got in the car, I found out
a lot of it.
I filmed or I videoed
somehow
because I was using her iPhone, and I was shooting on fast forward.
Yeah. So it was me just like that, but not all of it. Only a few clips at the end. Because
iPhone is just makes me mad.
You hit one wrong button.
I shot have most of my footage in fast forward, so that kind of stuff.
But I think I can fix it.
Hopefully. But when will you be coming out with that video?
That I'm going to be working on the editing, which takes a while, especially if I have to, do talking, somehow I'm going to narrate it somehow. AJ is here. Hello, AJ. Somehow I'll narrate it.
So we will be.
I got to figure out how. So maybe later on this week it'll come out. Perhaps it will come out instead of. I am not going to be able to go live this Thursday. We'll not be able to go live this Thursday, unfortunately. And I possibly will be live on Sunday because we'll be home by Sunday, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. We'll be home.
So yeah, we'll try to put out a video once a week because we have plenty of LYSs around here.
We have a lot, yeah.
Not the franchise ones, just the local ones.
Local, yeah, mom and pop.
Because they have a character or soul or whatever you want to call it. The local.
They have
locally owned shops.
They have
the characters, the personality of the owner.
Yeah, they know all about their yarn. Like one time I went in Joann's.
Well, that's a good store. That's a really good store. That's like one of the best stores.
It's one of the best stores.
Yes.
So, but I went to Joann's a couple of weeks ago asking for Bernat blanket pet because they used to have that. And the girl who works there, she goes, "What?" Never mind, I said. Obviously, that means you don't have it anymore.
But when you ask the lady, she knows her yarn.
She knows her yarn. Yes. She knew how many of purples I want. You want to get that bag from over there? And I'll show them what I got from it's called Idea Studio. And she sells beads and buttons too. Lots of buttons. Oh my gosh. This lady with the buttons. She has a lot of what do you call this yarn? Tape yarn. A lot of tape yarn.
A lot of local made yarn.
This is one of the yarns. And she's so good at asking, do you want this wound up? Because it comes in a hand. And if I were to take the hand comb, I would struggle with winding it because I don't have a Swift. And this one's kind of crazy. Okay, so and then she puts the label right inside. She's a very nice lady.
It's a local yarn shop, Anita, just outside of Chicago, in the downtown the suburb called LaGrange.
It's called LaGrange, Illinois, but it's just outside of Chicago, and that's the label for it, if you can see. So Kobasi. So it stands for cotton, bamboo, silk, and then the plus is for the rayon part. And excuse my nails. I am in desperate need of a manicure. some kind of manicure.
Where's that made?
This one is made in Taiwan.
I thought it was some Japanese thing. Kobasi.
No, yeah.
I thought it
No.
was a Japanese
Kobasi stands for cotton bamboo silk.
name. What's it make? What? How many percent? How many percent?
So this is I will show it. Okay, this is 55% cotton, 16% bamboo, 8% silk, and 21% elastic nylon.
It sounds like it's strong.
It is the best
Anything
yarn.
made of bamboo is strong.
This is the best yarn I've ever worked with.
What have you made with that yarn?
Well, if you want to get that thing that I was wearing yesterday, see on that little cart, it's on the second shelf. And the reason why I don't make everything with this yarn is because this yarn ain't cheap. Okay? It ain't cheap. She ain't cheap. That's about $17 a hank. But, oh my gosh. This is, I have shown this many times. Lost. Soft and strong. Okay. Looks soft and strong. It is. Soft and strong. Like, there's not a lot of things that are soft and strong, you know, at the same time. But I think I've shown this so many times. And this is kind of half of the ocean capelet cow that fiber flux makes. I think I have some of my hair went in my mouth. Sorry. I know that grosses people out, but I do apologize. But so this, I made this from Jennifer's pattern, but I only had one skein. So it's supposed to be longer. So I just, it's kind of like
So that's made from Kobasi.
Kobasi. Yes. Yes.
Granny D said that some local yarn stores or yarn shops charge for winding.
It should be a service. Well, do they charge for winding if you didn't buy the yarn? Like if you came in with a hank from the outside, I could see if they should charge you for that. But if you bought their yarn, no, it should come with that service.
What don't they? What do you call that? Yarn convention over here. When you buy it, don't they?
Yarn convention, yarn con.
Yarn con. Right?
Yeah.
Which they didn't have this year.
Or last year.
But they have a bunch of like locally made.
It's locally spun or
right,
dyed.
Locally spun, right.
Granny says Crystal has been showing lots of Noro lately. I saw that at the store. I have one cake of it somewhere. She says you should try and look for it. This lady, watch when I put that video. Some of these yarns I've never seen before, and I've been to many local yarn shops in this area. In Idea Studio, it's like unique. It's like a lot of that yarn I don't see anywhere else.
So does she buy from locally wound or locally spun places?
Luxury yarn. No, this lady, I mean, when I was talking to her yesterday, she just said it just goes to show you how many yarn companies there are in the world.
So that's luxury yarn. I didn't even know there was such a thing as luxury
yarn. Yes. It's easy to work with, easy to care for. It's easy to wear. It doesn't stretch. If you need it to stretch, it will, but then it goes back. It's just, this is one of the best yarns, in my opinion, in the world. My favorite yarn. If you ever are in the doghouse with me, babe,
what?
You can get me some of this Kobasi yarn, and all will be forgiven.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. But don't go doing stuff on purpose, okay? I'll know then too. I'm just letting you know. But if you're in the doghouse, although speaking of doghouse, you're kind of in the doghouse because I'm going to be sending Mr. Hook out to the balcony. He'll be having his bedtime there. Mm-hmm. He won't be allowed with me and the doggy. He can sleep on the balcony. You know how Wilma used to put, wait, no, it was Fred Flintstone used to put Dino on the outside of the house to sleep, and then Dino would go in to the window and he would take Fred and put Fred out. You remember that?
Yeah.
Part on the opening credits.
Right.
That's what Chester is going to do to you. He's going to put you outside
Put me out
at night. I'm just kidding, everybody. By the way, I think you knew that. All right, let's see. Back to this.
So
blanket.
there's luxury yarn. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like in photography, there's luxury
cameras.
There's luxury
lenses.
cameras.
Yes.
That are worth thousands and thousands, just as much as a car. Mine was used from, anyway, Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what else did you see at that store yesterday?
So like I said, she's got a lot of tape style yarn. And I don't mean tape that it's sticky. I mean tape that it's like if you would think of how a shoestring looks, you know, it's not just a string. It's more like flat, like spaghetti yarn. I think you could also refer to it as. Lots of cute stuff, lots of buttons, and a lot of knitted creations on display.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, and she had her dog with her always.
Wasn't there a dog there in that store?
There was a dog, and I asked about her dog, and her dog finally passed away. He was 17 years old, that dog, and he was blind. But he was a very good dog, clean, never caused any trouble, didn't ever jump on people. Of course, I mean, he was blind and was old. By the time I met him, he was old. Because I've been only going there since 2019.
Yeah. Isn't she like a knitter too then?
She's a knitter.
She's a knitter?
I don't know if she crochets, but I don't think there's a local yarn shop owner that doesn't work with yarn.
But you had another local yarn shop we used to go to that's closest to us, which is not really the best.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I would just, they're not open. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're less experienced. They're a newer store.
What did she say? That people open up a yarn shop because
they have a lot of yarn in their home. Yeah.
So in other words, they have no business. They have no business.
Hold on, just a minute though. I don't want to judge anybody, but I'm just saying, like the longer the longer you're in business, the better you become. So I'm just thinking maybe these, you know, one day these ladies will be where Chandra is. Chandra is her name. She owns the yarn shop. I think that's her name. Or does it say? I think she says it's Chandra. I think that's how she says it. Lady Bird Loves is here. I saw. Are you still? It's got to be late by you. You kind of got stuck with it, and you took over. You were the sub for Jeanette, weren't you today? You did a good job. And I was just watching you. I had you on my big screen TV, and I saw you the minute that Jeanette dropped off, and it was like you're like, I'm by myself. What am I? A lot of people do love your accent. You got one of the. Not all English accents are easy for me to understand. For some reason, I just don't understand all of them. But yours, I understand. I don't have to strain to be like, what is she, what? You know. Yours is nice. It's easy to listen to. It's easy to understand. Yeah, the co-host. But she kind of left you in charge. I still don't know what happened because I was in and out of the room, and I had you guys on. But yeah, so it's 10 p.m. there. So now really like the middle of the night. I'm Vita. I don't know if she's still here, but she said it was like 1:30 over by her.
In India, right?
Yeah, she was in India. Maybe she went to bed already. I'm not sure if she's still here. But
You put her to sleep.
did I put her to
Yeah,
sleep? Am
yeah.
I
You
that
put her.
boring?
Yeah, you're that boring, I
Am
guess.
I that boring? Well, as funny as that sounds, I actually go to sleep often to with YouTubers. Like I have Dana on almost all the time. She's kind of like my bedtime story teller. I have her on, on my in the kitchen, but then I'll go to the room with my phone and I put my AirPods on and I'll just listen until I fall asleep. And then I wake up in the middle of the night and my AirPods, I'm always missing them. Where are they? And is this the day that I finally lose one AirPod? Remember that time when we really thought we lost my AirPods? I say we because Mr. Hook has been borrowing my AirPods lately. And I
To
told
listen
him
for birds in the middle
to
of the
listen.
night.
Yeah.
Cause yeah. Well, I like the. I just like them, but I don't want to buy it. I mean, I bought yours, really.
The AirPod. You bought mine?
Yeah, I bought yours.
Really?
Yeah.
So I didn't do anything to earn the money to pay for them.
No,
No.
I just bought them for you for being you.
No cooking, no cleaning, no laundry, nothing.
Just
Nothing got done.
Just cause. That's all.
Just cuts. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but I don't need them. I'm fine.
We will discuss this when we're off the air.
Shoot, I like them. I like to be. It's technology is great. I mean, I sometimes I get up at 4 in the morning and I just want to listen to nature out here. We live next to the woods and
So here's what he does. He takes his phone and he puts it on live listen mode. I don't know if some of you know what that is, but you put your phone in a certain location and it picks up the sound in that location. Live listen mode. And you put your AirPods on and you could listen. A lot of people do this to spy on people, you know. If you're a Seinfeld fan, you remember the episode where I think it was it George? George put a tape recorder in his briefcase when he was working for not the Yankees, for that Susan's foundation. He put that, or was it the Yankees? He put it somewhere to listen. But so iPhone has that same feature. So he puts the phone out in the balcony, and the birds are really loud out there. And he puts his AirPods in, comes in, and he just listens to the
well,
sounds of nature.
everybody knows I'm a bird watcher. I don't like that term, bird watcher. But I know their sound. So if I hear, I know the regular birds, I know their sound. But if I hear something like new, like right now, it's bird migration. It's springtime. They're starting to migrate north. So I'm just listening for the ones that are new ones, that are new arrivals. And I kind of have a list of, a lot of us bird watchers keep a list, a year list of what's coming through. And that's what I do. But last night I heard something cool. I heard owls hooting at like 4:30 in the morning. It was a different kind of hoot. And then the robins, whenever an owl shows up in the neighborhood, the robins like make a warning signs, a warning signal to everybody. So they start making commotion because after all, there is a predator in the area. So they all send like, make a sound. I guess they tweet and say, "Hey, careful, watch it," that kind of sound. And then the coolest thing is I thought I heard, I'm pretty sure I did, I heard a baby owl begging for food. So we have a baby. I hear him every year, and this is the first year that this batch of owlets, or I only heard one. But when their parents are out hunting, and when the parent owls are nearby with food, then the babies start calling. That way, the parents know where they're at, and then they can feed them. So that's what I was doing.
Oh, it's a lot.
What?
I
But
I
I heard that it's good to know that the owls had fledged or had babies, owlets.
hmm
Last year they had two. It's the same pair, same couple. Last year they had two, and towards the end there was only one. One didn't make it. It's just the way it is. That's nature.
Mm.
And today I think I only heard one baby. Maybe hopefully they can have up to three. So
So yes, Mr. Hook, the robins are really loud
yes.
early in the morning. Yes.
And now I mean
hmm
because I kind of know what their warning sounds are, and I kind of know just their relaxing wake up everybody. But this one was like an alert kind of sound they were making. They make an alert sound, alert, emergency alert for everybody, I guess. You know, and they know that they know each other's calls.
Mm.
And then there's also like, I'm here, I'm just relaxing, getting ready to wake up. How's everybody? I'm here. That kind of sound.
You like to talk about birds, don't you?
Yeah, and you like to talk about yarn too, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you had a bird channel or a nature channel or a photography
There's a
channel,
lot like that.
what would you name your channel?
I don't know.
You don't know. Any suggestions? He's into birds, nature, photography,
And hunting. Hunting.
and hunting.
Yeah.
What are you gonna hunt?
You always tell me I have a new hobby all the time.
Oh, yeah, you got a new hobby every 4 weeks.
4 weeks. I've had the same hobby.
Yeah, well, it used to just be bird watching. Then it evolved into photography. Then it evolved into nature.
Well, I kind of they go hand in hand. Well, no, I used to be just walking through the woods. Remember, first bike riding in the woods.
Bike riding.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
First, it was deer hunting
Deer hunting.
in the woods,
Mm-hmm.
and then it evolved to bike riding in the woods because I want to be in the woods more
With the deer.
with the deer.
You just
And then as
for
soon
the
as I
deer.
got bored listening to the deer, I started listening to the birds, and that evolved into bird watching.
You just
bird
like to be
listening.
outside, don't you?
Yes, I like to
How
be
did you get
outside.
to marry me when I don't like to be outside?
I don't know why.
I don't like. I have a little bit of agoraphobia.
But
I like
hey,
to be inside.
This is not my channel. Let's talk about your yarnings.
Oh, you were the one who were talking about birds for 18
started
minutes.
talking over there. You know me. It can get going and going and going.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never tried yarning.
Well, maybe we should get you to try. I was with somebody a couple days ago and was trying to teach this little girl how to crochet. I really couldn't do it. Not everybody can teach crochet. Just because you can crochet doesn't mean you can teach crochet. But I gave it a try. And, you know,
Natural
maybe
Nene
I
is
planted
here.
a seed.
Welcome. All right. Who
Can
else
you
is
hear
here?
these
Geese.
duck? Are those geese or ducks?
Those are geese. Right.
They're so loud. And we got little kids outside.
Well, yeah, there's some
I can
people
hear.
with.
I think some people are visiting their grandparents that live downstairs.
Over here in our pond,
We got fishers. We got sunbathers out there.
He's disturbing my animal.
If you stand up and look all the way down, you're gonna see the sunbather.
Yeah, I see.
He's completely naked.
He's not. Yeah, but they're disturbing my deer, or my whatever. You know.
Yeah, and you gotta find you got a little little jackpot.
There's so many fish here in our pond. Looks like there's a lot of people here who have people over, and they're all catching fish. It's so easy to catch fish over here. Throw it back. Throw it back. All right. It's so easy. Our pond is like, I don't know, Joe should come over when he comes over here. It's so easy. People are just
You should go fishing.
throwing their lines and catching. I mean, within seconds they catch a fish. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, put it back, Sonny. It's called catch and release.
Catch and release.
Catch and release. They're not catching and releasing.
They're gonna take it away.
I don't know. He's just throwing around. He's gonna kill the stupid fish.
Oh.
You know, the fish only has a few seconds, Sonny. Okay, put it back. He's gonna die. How would you like to be out of the water?
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Start talking about it. I get carried away over here.
Okay, sit down. Come away from the window.
I will.
Sit
you told me.
down.
You told me
Sit
to look
down.
at a guy who's
Well, the
who's
guy.
sunbathing.
Well, not the.
Now, if it's a girl sunbathing, it was a different story. I don't know.
Okay. Well.
So let's read some of these over here. Some comments here. What do we have?
All right.
Yes, we are opposites. We are very opposite.
Very opposites. He's very shy, and I'm not. He's very outdoorsy, and I'm not.
I love the outdoors. So.
I'm not an outdoor kind of person. I'd rather stay in my house. But that's not always possible, is it?
No.
No. This is coming
Mr.
along
Hook,
nice.
yeah, well, that's it is my host. Mr. Hooks is my channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did put out some videos.
But anyway. So yeah, so what else did you see at the yarn shop yesterday?
What else did I see?
Yeah.
I saw some people were taking classes, some people were just sitting there hanging out.
Uh-huh. Does she have like your store brand kind of yarn?
No, she doesn't have any store brand yarn. The closest thing she has to something that you can buy in a regular store is she carries clover hooks. She carries clover hooks. Now, there's no coupon. There's no 40% off coupon. There's no buy one, get one free sales. So if you're,
But it's nice to support someone local.
It is nice.
Right.
It is nice.
I mean, these people are paying rent and doing all this.
Yeah.
Paying their own utilities. It's their livelihood.
Yes.
It's not like they're making minimum wage. I bet you a lot of people own businesses like that. A lot of times they do it because they love what they do. And if you divide it all up, they probably don't even make minimum wage. It just pays their bills.
A lot of businesses actually take a loss their first few years in business. So
yeah, I mean, you don't want to like try to say, hey, give me a deal.
Yeah, I didn't actually.
Because you are actually, if you do that, you're taking food out of their dinner table.
Yes. I don't think I would ever ask her to cut me a discount on anything. She does do a discount during Yarn Crawl. She does that.
What is Yarn Crawl?
Yarn Crawl.
Is that only in Chicago?
No, Yarn Crawl is everywhere. Well, I don't know if they do it in other countries, but
Well, yeah.
they have it in
They might not do it in
cities.
India, so maybe you can explain what that is.
Yarn Crawl is when you have a bunch of local yarn shops in one particular metropolitan area. They all get together and they form some sort of a united group, and they do a yarn crawl. So they get their names on a lot of merch and a lot of advertisements, and they have certain block of days, maybe 10 days. During these days, we're going to have a yarn crawl. So if you visit our yarn shop, you'll get a button that says you were here for our yarn crawl.
Do you have one of those somewhere?
So yes, and I think I showed it a few times. Okay. But you get a passport to say, I'm going to get a stamp for each yarn shop that I've gone to. And then you during those days, those 10 days or so, you get a discount if you purchase anything at those stores. And then they have raffles. So if you visit, you get your name in a raffle. I think if you buy something, you get your name in the raffle again. I won my first Yarn Crawl raffle. I won a big package. Lots of fancy yarn, some knitting needles, which, who knows, I may use them one day. And lots of yarn. I won patterns, and I think I won some kind of fancy button. Yeah, yarn crawl.
Did they have one this year?
They had one in 2020. They had yarn crawl. So, I mean, it wasn't as fun because you had to wear a mask, but and I would suppose I suppose a lot of people didn't come out to the yarn crawl, but I did. I went, and there's a video I have. It's if you search on my channel for yarn crawl, you'll see the video. I put out a video where it shows me going to all the local yarn shops on the yarn crawl list for our area.
Yeah.
But YarnCon is what I missed last
Well,
year.
Sanita said in Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, I guess they have that too. Okay.
I think New
And
York
Ohio,
has too. Then there's a thing called Stitches. Stitches. It's a convention. It's, anything that has to do with making a stitch. So knitting, crocheting, and I suppose other, like needlework. And then the YarnCon, which is my, I really like that. And when we went on in 2019, remember you took me there?
It took you, yeah.
And then I was all excited to go for the 2021, and it was going to happen in April of 2020, and everything stopped. So, but I was going to go meet Rose from Rose Likes Crochet there, because she lives not too far from me. She lives north of me in the Chicago area. Is Ladybird going to sleep?
Yes, she's good night. Yes. So
I hope you had a good Easter, Ladybird. Lisa is her name, I think. Oh, whenever this camera is on it, my memory goes.
Yeah, it does. Because you're thinking too much. That's the problem.
I'm thinking too much.
Yeah, you're just thinking too much. Just relax. Just knit and crochet. Kind of like those yesterday when we went to the store. They were just looking at each other, yarning, and once in a while, someone would say something. Flo would say something. And then Francine.
You thought that was cool?
And Francine was.
You thought that was, which is why I went every Friday.
Yeah.
And now I can't anymore.
Yeah.
It was
Well, they're doing it. Were they wearing a mask? I don't even think they were wearing a mask.
I think they were wearing a mask.
They were?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's there for their own protection.
Yeah.
So what else were you talking about? The YarnCon? You think they're going to have it this year?
No, they're not. I haven't heard anything of it, so they're probably no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, a lot of times, a lot of the local yarn shops have a booth, right? Do they have a booth?
Do they? No.
Or is it just?
It's dyers and
it's
spinners.
The dyers and the spinner.
So spinners is.
And that's where they have free wounding if you buy from them.
Free winding. Yeah, I mean, most people, if they're selling you something, they should, have that service for free. Especially, I mean, if you patronize them, why shouldn't they?
Yeah. Steals to show is here.
V is here. She's the one. She's the one who does Blingo.
Oh, correct.
Yes, that's the Blingo lady.
She's going to be on today.
She is. I think Granny D confirmed with her, but confirm with us again, V. Are you going to be on for Blingo today?
And David's on right now, isn't he?
David is on. We're going to raid him. Some have been in and out of David's today. David's going to be on till midnight.
Ooh.
He's doing a marathon.
So who's going to be on after you? They can go to David's.
You can go to David's.
And then they can go to.
I'm going to be letting David play all day. And he had Fiber Spider on earlier.
Who was Fiber Spider?
Fiber Spider. Fiber Spider's still on. Fiber Spider is from New York. He's a crocheter and knitter. And his channel is pretty big. But I like him. I made a couple of his patterns. I started making his virus shawl in the beginning of the virus. I made it every time the governor would go on and do his news conferences. That's when I would sit and do the virus shop. And I thought, well, by the time I finish this virus, the virus will be finished, or vice versa. By the time the virus will be finished, I'll be finished with this shop. No, sirree, Bob.
Did you finish that show?
I did not finish that shop.
That's where the virus did not finish.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is it my fault?
It's your fault.
Really?
Yes.
It just frustrated me. The more and more I worked on that shawl,
Mm-hmm.
it was frustrating because I'm sitting there listening to bad news, bad news, bad news.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, forget it. I can't work on this shawl anymore.
Yeah.
Because it was always like, it wasn't a sad time, but it was like not a nice time. It was like you're just talking about gloom and doom stuff. So it's not really a good thing to, I don't know. It's just, I stopped enjoying it.
So did so he had like a crochet along or something like that?
Fiber Spider?
Yeah.
No, I was working off his tutorial.
Uh-huh.
He has a tutorial for
What's his
a
name? What's his real name?
Craig.
Craig?
Yeah.
So he's on with David Browning right now?
Yes.
What were they talking about the last time you saw them?
The last time I checked in with them, oh, I made a mistake. Ugh. The last time they were talking about knitting. They were talking about knitting versus crocheting.
All right.
Because Fiber Spider knits and David Browning does not knit. So, like me, I don't knit. I know how to knit, knit, stitch only. But for me, it takes too much time to do. It takes too much time. It's a lot of effort to make one row of something. It's a lot. I think I will play tonight, and I'm okay. Yes. She's gonna be on Blingo. I saw that Chicago's doing the yarn crawl July 31st. Yes.
So V is going to be
That's
on yarn
when-
6 p.m. Eastern time, so 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Jen, that's
An hour.
usually the time of year they do the yarn crawl. That last week of July, first week in August. Yes, in person and online. Yeah, I I was gonna buy this Kobasi online a couple of months ago when I wanted it, when I decided to make something with it, and I don't know, I just kind of waited, and I just decided I'll wait until I can actually go there in person and buy the yarn in person, because it's just fun to visit that shop. It's fun. It's quite the experience going there. So, like I said, when that video comes out, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a nice shop. It's a really nice. It's been there for a long time. She really knows what she's doing. She owns it with her other sister-in-law. So I think it's two sisters-in-law married to brothers.
All right, Jen says they're gonna. She said that Chicago is doing the yarn crawl July 31st to August 8th.
I responded to her
You
already.
did that? You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where have you been?
No, I'm just kind of going back.
Yeah, that's usually the time when they have yarn crawl, and they give you you can buy.
Well,
A
like
bag, a
we were
tote
talking about, people are just frustrated. They don't want to deal with this shutdown anymore. You know, people are getting together. You know, like today, Easter, like I said, people are just.
And today
People I've talked to are getting together.
in
are coming
Chicago,
together.
we have the perfect day today. The perfect sunny Sunday, warm,
70s,
beautiful,
no wind.
perfect for Easter. No wind, none of that gross wind that I hate.
Well, look, I'm looking outside right now. It looks like they have 3 generations here sitting by the pond. You got a grandma out here. You got like 2 grandkids, and then you got like a pop, a dad or something.
I wonder
And
if
they're all enjoying the day.
there's any doggy visitors.
No, there's no doggy visitors I see. But they're catching
Sometimes
fish,
we
though.
do get a doggy visitor.
Yeah, they are getting some. They are catching fish. Though.
Jen,
So
yeah, it would be great if we went there as a group. Where? Like to Yarn Crawl? Jen, are you in Chicago? They do have like buses, like what are those? What word am I thinking of?
Shuttle.
Shuttle.
You can't even come up with shuttle. The word shuttle.
I was thinking shutter. That's not what I meant.
Because you're not breathing, you're not yarning. That's why.
Listen.
Relax.
Listen.
You have to.
I'm gonna throw something at you. Stop.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
but you, yeah. Anyway, Kobasi. And here I was thinking Kobasi was Japanese, made by some Japanese folks in Japan, precisionally made.
Taiwan.
It's just made in Taiwan.
From what I gather, Taiwanese are not Japanese. They want to be separate.
Machine wash, cold dry.
You know how I know this?
What did she say? This is good too. What you guys were talking about was good for socks.
Oh, a thinner version of that is good for socks.
Was it?
Yeah.
What other yarn did you see over there that you don't see any other places?
Oh, I'd have to look at my video because I didn't like. Of course, I'm not going to remember now. You're asking me that on camera, but a lot of this tape style yarn, a lot of different cotton yarn she has there.
Do you think people local type places or local people that make yarn sell to her say, hey, could you sell my products? You think she gets approached that way?
I know that goes on during Yarn Crawl. Local dyers will approach local yarn shops and say, can I put like a pop-up shop in your shop? Mm-hmm. Can you feature my products? That goes on a lot during Yarn Crawl.
So Jen is 3 to 4 hours straight east of you. All right. So and Triple C is like an hour or 2 hours in South Bend.
Mm-hmm.
Dana, east of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 3 to 4 hours is not bad for Yarn Crawl. I mean, for Yarn Con, I guess. You go from all over. Go to conventions.
Yeah.
All right.
Yarn Con was really nice because it was just one day, one place. Yarn Crawl is, by the end of the day, you're crawling, especially if you did like me. You did it over a 2-day period. I did it over a Saturday and a Sunday. So we did 20 shops in 2 days.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we bought a lot of yarn, but it was a lot of driving and a lot of, different locations. My first Yarn Crawl, you did not drive me. Last year you drove me. And we didn't go to everyone last year because it was just too much.
A lot of driving.
A lot of driving. So,
yeah. So we have somebody else coming in here saying hi.
Who do we have?
Deborah.
I don't see Deborah. Where is she?
Argonne.
Oh, Deborah, hi. Hello.
So I'll find out what everyone else is doing this hour today. Any special plans?
I come to Chicago sometimes for work. Oh, man. What do you do for work that you come to Chicago? And where in Chicago? To downtown Chicago or like a suburb?
Nowhere downtown. People are, because of COVID, a lot of the office buildings a lot of people are working from home. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, you still got shops.
Yeah, you do.
Shops
still
downtown.
Have business here in Chicago.
Yeah. The stores here are really nice.
Yeah.
Some years we don't go away for vacation. We have what's called a staycation because there's so much to do in Chicago. I'm talking about normal times. I'm not taking COVID into consideration when I say this. So you have Navy Pier, you have the Magnificent Mile. You can visit the Sears Tower, which is, yes, it's called the Sears Tower.
There's a
and
lot of stuff to do. in
the
Chicago. You got the
ballparks.
lake. You got the lake. You
Just
got
the
the beaches.
lake, the stores, the food, and the food.
And I'm sure if Joe's still watching, he misses Chicago food. The real stuff, not the.
Honestly, I miss Chicago food because Chicago food is not the same lately. It's not the same. Especially you can't eat it there. You have to take it home. And if you do eat it there, you have to wear your mask. And then if you have to get up to go to the bathroom, you go out. Of course, you start walking without your mask. And then you're mortified to realize you forgot your mask. You have to run to your table and put it on. It's not the same experience. But when it was normal times, it was nice to visit. And we have Garrett's Popcorn. We have Sox Park. We have Wrigley Field. You can do a lot of stuff in 1 week.
A lot of stuff you can do in Chicago.
And in the summer, we usually have what's called Taste of Chicago. All the restaurants get together and they have booths. It's like Yarn Con, but for food. And you just taste a little bit of what all the local restaurants have to offer. Oh, is it wonderful? I save up when I used to do Weight Watchers, I would save up my points for Taste of Chicago.
Well, what did you eat? What did you
We
like to
had
eat?
breaded stick sandwiches, we had
From
pizza,
where?
we had
From where?
cheesecake.
Breaded steak sandwiches from where?
This place called
Uh
Rickabenny's, the
huh.
biggest breaded steak sandwich ever. And Eli's Cheesecake,
It's from Chicago.
from Chicago. We have Garrett's Popcorn. We have,
We used to like Greco's.
Greco's.
No, Harry Carey's restaurant had the.
Harry Carey's restaurant has the fried ravioli,
Even
the
Vienna beef.
fried dough,
Yeah.
Vienna beef hot dogs.
Even what did John? What's that ribs?
The ribs, the
Robinson's ribs or something. Like
Robinson's #1 ribs.
that? Yeah, there's all kinds of. Yeah,
That was like one of the worst things we missed out in Chicago was the Taste of Chicago.
yeah.
I mean, we have Lollapalooza too, but the Taste of Chicago.
What is Lollapalooza?
Lollapalooza is like the Taste
It's
of
an
Chicago,
event.
but it's
like a
music.
concert event, right?
It's music. It's different bands and singers, and you're like going to 30 concerts. Now, we've never been to Lollapalooza. It's not for me.
I've gotten in traffic. I'm stuck in traffic.
If I'm going to be in a crowd, there's going to be food. So if I don't like crowds. I don't like outside in the first place. But I will go to Taste of Chicago. I will come out of my shell for food.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
What do I used to? They used to have the cheeseburger place. They had their
The
own place.
cheeseburger. What is that called?
Cheeseburger.
The
Right,
Billy Goat.
Goat's Tavern.
Billy Goat
yeah.
Tavern.
They had their own thing over there. Pretty much, I guess, name a restaurant. Even some of the taco places around here had their own things.
But remember that one year? Oh, we have what's called Rainbow Cone. That's an
Ooh,
ice cream shop here in the suburbs of Chicago.
No,
Rainbow
they're in the
Cone.
city. They're in Beverly. They're still in Chicago. It's not
That's
South-
Beverly. It's not
Yeah.
Evergreen Park.
No,
Beverly.
they're in Beverly.
Ooh, forgive me. But remember that one year when Burger King was in the Taste of Chicago and McDonald's? Come on.
That didn't last long.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But our grocery store also takes part in it. They have fresh fruit, fresh produce. They have a bag of grapes. They have slices of watermelon. And they have, what else do they have? Do they have pineapple?
Well, they had corn.
Corn.
Corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob, grilled.
Man,
Very good.
it used to get really crowded.
Oh my gosh, especially if you went like the 3rd of July was their big day because that night they did fireworks.
Someone had fried ravioli we used to always get. Remember that?
Yes, fried ravioli was the Greco's.
Was it?
Was it Greco's? And then they pulled out. But the fried dough was a big hit too.
But they had a place too that had the someone was selling like alligator something.
alligator
Meat.
alligator on a stick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They have cooking classes during those times. They have lots of stuff. It was,
Samplers and stuff.
man. But that was, but the 3rd of July is when a lot of stuff went down because it got really packed, and a lot of people would get themselves into trouble. Too many people, and too late in the day, and you would hear about it the next day. This happened at the taste. This happened at the taste. That happened. This happened. And they would take as many measures as they could to keep it as safe for everybody as possible. But, I was there for the first fireworks display in the very first Taste of Chicago. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. What
Yes.
year was that?
That was when it started in 1981. I don't know, something 80 something. But I was there. I was very small, and I remember thinking I was very small because I was just looking up, and everybody was just taller than me. It was a lot of people, and we were a big group that went. It was my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and my cousins, and a lot of lawn chairs, and yeah. But I remember the last year we stopped going to firework night was before I had kids. I mean, we would come home, remember? Our clothes would be wet because other people's sweat were on us.
Mhm.
I mean, it was a COVID nightmare. Whoa, germs. It was disgusting. We get home late, remember? We would get home late, dirty, like dirty.
We used to not park too. We used to just take the train.
To take the
And
train.
get squeezed in the
Mhm.
train. Ugh, you're right.
Man, it was.
And you always standing room only the train, so you're touching.
You're touching everything.
Yeah.
You're touching everything that everybody touched, and but no. So now we go like one of the very first days. We go right at 11 when it opens. We do our rounds, and we get the heck out of there.
They're so expensive. Oh, you get
It
full
is
after
expensive.
a while.
You
Yeah,
you get full. You get nice and full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I think we're going to call it a day because we're about to go take a walk, aren't we?
Yes, we're going to take our Sunday afternoon walk.
Which is a stretch for me because I don't like going outside. But I'm going to go outside. So.
No, we're in the woods. Hopefully we'll find an owl, a baby owl, in our walk. So, who's on? They can jump in. What? David Brown?
Go to David. Go to David. Here, let me put his link down.
And just say,
He's got Noni May on now. I will copy this, and goes here. There is David Browning. He's on all day. I'm gonna have him running all day. He needs hours. I need hours. I need subscribers. I'm almost at 1,000. I'm almost there. So if you can get your friends and family to join,
subscribe, but
subscribe, hit the subscribe. Don't unsubscribe. Don't leave. And watch a couple of my videos and comment and like them. That would do me a lot of good. And I would appreciate that from you. And hopefully soon we can get, something going. We can get monetized one day. But I need to work on my hours. So I don't know. That sounds like a cool idea that David Browning has to do a marathon. So maybe one day we'll do that. What do you think?
Sounds good.
You think?
Yeah. There's got to be a day off the following day. I should have a day off.
Yeah.
I can do marathons.
Yeah. Maybe I just plant a camera and you could see what goes on in the book house.
Actually,
Lots of
bird
stuff.
people have that too. They just show live feed of their birds.
Yeah. But I mean, something's happening the whole time.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah. So
So,
birds sort of do the work for you.
right.
Yeah. Okay then.
All right. Have a
Bye,
great weekend.
Sunita. Bye, AJ. Bye, Jen. Bye,
Everybody.
everybody. I sound like Ron Perun. Okay. Take care and stay safe. Goodbye.